Got a couple ideas I want to share today. In my experience, it seems to me like our natural state is to thrive. And so when our beliefs and when our actions are aligned and congruent with really truly how the world works, we thrive automatically by default. So if there's any area of your life that's not thriving right now, go and take a good hard look at what you believe. I'll bet that there's something about what you believe there, or something that you're doing, or something that you're not doing, that's a little on the piss. That's a little not congruent with the truth. You want to go and pull apart that belief, but guess what? Here's the issue. People don't want to challenge their own beliefs. They hold on to their beliefs like it's fucking life or death. Like, you can't let this thing go, otherwise I'll die. It's like their whole identity's wrapped up in their beliefs. Time and time again, it causes people to have extreme struggle and extreme turmoil and extreme chaos in their life. I'll give you an example. I know someone who now is approaching the retirement years, hoping to retire. Same person, when they were a kid, was told that money is the root of all evil. It's actually not okay to accumulate too much because it's better to give than to receive. It's not good to have too much money. Now that they're getting older and they want to retire and kick back, have a guess what they can't do? Retire and kick back because they haven't got the cash. They haven't built the wealth because they have a belief that that's not good to do that. And guess what it's now affecting? Their relationship, their health, their gratitude for themselves and their life. They have guilt and shame. They're unable to travel and do adventures that they wanted to do. Part of them at least wanted to do it. The other part says, no, you can't get too much fucking money to do that. That's evil, you'll go to hell. An incorrect belief. It's causing struggle and turmoil and chaos in their life. You got to check your beliefs. I guarantee if you have beliefs and actions that are congruent and aligned with the truth of how the world works, you will thrive by default. It'll be like an effortless form of thriving. Let me give you another example. Relationships. We got this whole culture with this till death do us part mentality, and we got the marriage certificates, and it's the thing that people do, but it's a partial truth. It's a half truth. If you actually go and take a look at what really happens, a certain percentage will divorce, a certain percentage will do an infidelity or a cheating. What is the percentage? Well, if you said 50%, you wouldn't be too far wrong. You'd be in the ballpark. 50-50. If you go in now with the socially acceptable, popular, cultural, traditional thing of till death do us part, and I'll vow never to fuck someone else, or get on ashleymadison.com and do all the thing, you may then lean too much on that vow and reduce your action in the form of making sure your partner, in this case, has a good deal. You know people who get together and they let themselves go. They get fat, they get sick, they get poor. The real truth comes out, and they stop serving the other person, and then they wonder why there's a cheating, why there's a divorce, and all the thing, which is 50%, which has always been 50%. The relationship you have with your customers is the same thing. If you lean too much on this idea that they shouldn't leave you, they shouldn't sniff around the competition, and they should stick to all of the promises that they make, and they'll never violate any of them, and you really hold on to that too much, you're going to get sloppy, you're going to get weak, and you're not going to be aligned with the truth that these fuckers want to be served. There's no rules, man. There's no rules in relationships, in business, in finance, in any of the thing. It's all made up. It's made up by people. Everyone is going to do what they think is going to be the best for them. And that's the way the world works. It's the truth. That's not cynical. That's a beautiful thing. Because everyone's doing it. And you can have certainty that everyone's going to behave in that way. And because you have certainty in that, you can now step up, take responsibility for everything that's happening, disregard stupid rules, and go and serve people. Show up for people and be someone who provides value to the world. When you do, your life starts thriving. And you can have certainty that it will keep thriving. Because you're not leaning on promises and false rules, false beliefs that aren't complete. My advice is, if there's any area of your life that's not thriving, go in there and take a look. Have the courage to challenge your own beliefs and sit there and say, this part of my life is chaotic and it's in turmoil and it's fallen apart, and so something that I believe here is incongruent with truth. Shred your own belief. So few people are willing to do it, but the people who do thrive.